And if you like to make a scarf for spring because your country is not really that warm already for wearing your summer coat just with a bare neck, I like a warm scarf, and I use up some scraps from my minky fleece sweater. I cut it 110 wide. I didn't have more fabric, but if you have, you can make it even longer. 34 centimeters high. And I also cut two pieces for fringes here on the edge of the scarf. You can of course make them as long as you like. I made them 13 centimeters high, but you can make them longer or even shorter. Maybe you can cut them off later on when you've attached them to see how much is most nicely looking. You put the fringes on the bottom of the scarf, and then you fill the scarf double because we use just half of the width, because otherwise it will be really too wide. So what you do is you first sew on your fringes here to the ends of your scarf, right sides together of course. So fringes are on. I will cut them later when the scarf is finished a little bit more up. You see I have here around 1.5 centimeters left where I cut in my fringes. I will cut them a bit more here to the seam. I like that more. Now we're gonna close up the scarf just by folding it double. And you can just sew this whole side and then flip it right side out. Then flip your scarf right side out, and you can do this very easy just by putting your hand in. Like that. And then we're going to do a top stitch here at the seam here at the fringes. Make sure all the fringes are out. And you can choose whether you want to top stitch it with the seam here in the middle and then do the top stitch here, or you can do it with the seam on the side and top stitch. Then you don't have a right or wrong side, and I think that is the easiest and the nicest, because then you can use any side of your scarf. Otherwise you always have to see that your side is to your skin. So I will do it just by folding it at the seam and then top stitch here the seam with the two sides together, so attached, so that your scarf isn't open anymore. And you do that for both sides of your scarf, and then you can trim your fringes to whatever you like. As I said, I will make the openings more here to the seam, and maybe then they are a little bit too long, and also here the ones here on the seam side, you might have to cut them smaller, because you see this is a very wide one. And then your scarf is done.